What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be going over with Matthew Core here. He's getting ready for his rugby combine. Now, Matt, go ahead and tell them what exactly we're getting you ready for.
So we're pretty much getting in preparation for the MLR team called NOLA Gold. They're having a combine on the September 16th.
Okay, so basically what we have been doing is getting him ready for the particular events that he's going to be doing. So for now on, we've been working on a conjugate style of approach. Been working a max effort day, a dynamic effort day, and he's also going to be doing a lower repetition day just to get him ready, because we did have a little bit of a short time frame to get him ready. But he's looking good, he's getting stronger, he's getting faster. We're also going to be going over my dynamic movement patterns that he'll be doing to get him ready to do work today. Today is a repetition day, so we're going to be working a little bit with the trap bar and then also working on accessory work so that he can take this over into the test and dominate. So let's get to it. All right. What Core is doing right now is my base support system. I got some of this from Pete Bomarito and Chris Barnard. You guys know that guy very well. So I decided to implement that in to get the feet, get the lower limbs ready to go for dynamic movement patterns. And then also we go into my hip sequencing. We're going to be activating the glute and activating the core and working on joint centration and all other things to get him ready to go when it comes down to plyometrics and explosive power, and then also getting into our strength exercises. So here we go. And ball the front, slide that toe to the ground, ball the foot to the ground, place, back, foot, right, step right there. Right, and then go ahead and just move back. Push, push. So a little bit more dynamic. More dynamic. Push, push, push. Step tight. Step tight. Drop right there, and put that right there. Go to where you can. Don't sacrifice your body position for range of motion. Just drive your hips and glutes are tight. Flex your toes. Good, come on, keep coming, come. Good, relax. Good, you want to drive the knees up, right? And reach it over. Good. Okay, pick up the feet. Quick, let's go. Good. Go. Go. Good. Relax. Drive. Let's go. Quick, good. Quick. That's different. Come on, good. Middle. That's good. Come on, Bo. Get on the box. Jump up. There you go. Good. That's that. Oh. Good. Oh. Ah, there it is. Nice. Hold that bottom. Now hold. Go. Good. Spread it out. Good. Let's go. Alright, so right now we're working on explosive power from that staggered position. It's going to help him correlate this into what he's doing from the combine perspective. We want him to be able to change direction as fast as possible, especially with the shuttle drill that he's doing. But for the main part is we're not worrying about eccentrics, we're not worried about isos, we're worrying about just trying to get as much motor unit recruitment as possible. So he has to move that weight as fast as he possibly can so that we can create that motor unit recruitment to help him with force production. What we're doing right here is it's a reverse hyper, primarily to work the muscles of the posterior chain, and also it's a decompression of the low back. So you're getting a traction device as you come down. He's actually pulling his legs underneath that table, and then as he comes up, he's actively recruiting all the muscles in his lower back and his hamstrings and his glutes. And then I'm telling him to actively pull with his lats so that we can get some contraction there in that TL junction, and so he can work that entire posterior chain to get it stronger, especially when it comes down to rugby sports. He wants to make sure that he has that ability to produce force, especially from his backside. Roll it. Relax. Hold the lats. Go. Relax. Go. Now pull. There you go. Push down into the floor. Toes into the floor. There. Good. Come on. Pull that elbow up. Good. Keep your hips down. Keep your hips down. Good. Elbow up higher, man. It's tough. That's better. Keep that chest up as you come down. Chest up. Better. Drop up. Good. Come on. Same with a second out, right? Pulling, by the side, come out, hold for a second, back in. Alright, then you're gonna get 10. Alright, so check it out. So we just went over everything inside the gym. You've seen the dynamic warm-up. You've seen the support system. and the base support system that I utilize here with Core. And what we did primarily, and what we have been planning on doing for the rest of this 6 weeks, since we have that little bit of a time frame, I made sure that we try to get as much as we can out of the situation that we have. So we ran a conjugate style program, kind of similar to what I did for my MMA style conjugate program, but it's more towards what he needs for that test. So I had to alter it a little bit. So what we did here is, it's every Monday is a max effort day. So he's going to be doing some type of squat or some type of deadlift hinge. He's not really having to worry about anything with his upper body because they're not doing a bench press test. They're not doing anything like that. All he has to really do is a maximal pull-up test there. So it's not really too taxing, not too much max effort there that he has to worry about. We are going to be doing some upper body pushing and pressing. It's just not going to max out on it. All right. On Tuesday, though, he is going to be working some aerobic alactic work where he's actually going to increase his overall oxygen capacity, or his VO2, because rugby is a mixed aerobic system sport. He's going to need some aerobic threshold there. And then also on Wednesday, we're going to be working on dynamic effort. So he is going to be moving weight very fast. We're going to do that with some sort of deadlift or a squat there with accommodated resistance with some bands. That's going to be about 25% band tension and then around 65% of bar weight. On Thursday, he's going to be working more anaerobic, alactic. Only reason why we're not getting highly into lactic is because he is getting closer to that combine. So I want to make sure he's fresh and he's able to do the work ahead. So we worked on that speed endurance. And if you ever had a chance to check out my alactic speed endurance protocol, I commend you to do so. I have it available on my Instagram. If you go to IGTV, you can check that out there. On Fridays, like today, like we did, it's a low volume, high repetition type effort movement or effort method. And we're going to be working mainly on accessories. So basically, he's going to be working on his posterior chain, his contralateral stability, any weak points that we feel that we need to work on, we're going to work on it at this day. So this is what we did today. We did a unilateral type movement with the split squat, deadlift, or trap bar split squat. And then from there, he did a bunch of reverse hypers, going into some renegade rows with the push-up, working on that contralateral stability, and then ended up doing ab rollouts with Palloff press. And that was it, man. So hope you liked the video. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you hit the comment box below. I'll be sure to answer them. And hit the subscribe button to see new content each and every week. Thanks for watching.